Previously on...
That's it. I don't think we have anything else cereal to do we?
Hello, my name is Boo. Let me finish. Blueberry. I'm me, Fruit Root, with my fruit-flavored cereal. It's new fruity, yummy, mummy cereal.
Darn you, cereal monsters! Can't we all just get along? So you start, everyone gets their 12 cards, and then you play them. Put them in, numerical order, lowest to highest or whatever. And then you go around and everyone plays. Like, you would play 2. And then the other player would also be able to play a 2 or another one higher. And then the next player, they'd be like, okay, well, I'll go 4. And the next player would go, well, then I'll go 5. And so on. You go around the board, and you want to get rid of as many cards. The one who gets rid of most of the cards, they end up getting that. And whatever you have in your hand, you go. So if someone were to go out and you had like this many in your hand, that's how much you would go back. 1, 2, 3, 4. You go back 4 cards. You get the special abilities you can play. Everyone has their cool special abilities. It'll tell you, you can use them both. But once you use them, you flip them over and you can't use them again. So I think that's kind of a neat aspect. When I play this, a lot of people don't want to play their stuff there, but it's like, because they're too busy worried about getting rid of all their cards. But it's like, you gotta play these because these can really help. And some of them are better than others. Like me personally, I feel like Blueberry just has the worst, because in theory, you get to draw 2 cards, so you'll have more cards, but if someone goes out, you could end up having 2 extra cards against you, and you get screwed. So unless you know for sure, drawing those 2 cards, like say right away, and then you're gonna be able to play your hand out. So I would say this to where I guess you can use the milks in the end.
Then I'll activate my pot of greed! This lets me draw 2 cards!
And you do that. Everyone has their own abilities. Again, some others I really like. Pretty much I think everyone's good. Although I still really just kind of like poor Blueberry. But it's cool to see all the monsters on there. I personally like the Wolfman. Not because of this, but because I think you can do a lot with his combinations. And then maybe the Mummy are pretty cool. And then the Milks. We'll talk about them. Everyone has milk. So when you play a card with the milk, let's say I had 3 milks saved up. I can play a 4, but then I can play these, toss in 3 of the milks I had saved up, and you can play that, and then you go 7, 8, 11 for as many of the milks that you put in. So it's good. I've had people where they just hoard like all these milks towards the end, and it's like, crud. So it's a good way of doing it. And then when you're done, you take the ones that were played, everyone puts them under their bowls and draws another set of 12 cards for another round. And you go around for till 3 rounds. And again, whatever you have in your hand gets discarded away. We'll just, get rid of those, and then that's what happens with that. So it's a pretty fun game. Cereal, it's fun to play. Play up to 5 players. I really like the colors on everything. The cereal bowls with a nice cardboard. The cards are a nice cardboard. It's a very well-made game. The designs are nice. It's nice to see them bring all those ones back, the Yummy Mummy and Fruit Brute. And it's cool to see that old vintage art on all the artwork for our characters. Frankenberry. And it's just a really fun game, and it can be somewhat cutthroat, it can be somewhat challenging, good for the whole family and everything.